Hey guys. Um, just give me 1 second. Bring you guys up on the desktop. I'm sleepy. Don't know why. Zipper says, "Greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. Greetings, Sniper." Zipper says, "Looking forward to seeing Love and Toy Pups tonight." Sniper says he passes his crown. Who's number one? First like with intent. Appreciate that. What time you going live, Toy Pups? Toy Pups says we're here. Smash the like button, please. Let's go, Yogi. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Toy Pups. I love Toy Pups. Where have you been, sweet mama? Sniper says hi there to Toy Pups. Send some love to Cat and Jack. We all gotta send love to Cat and Jack. Toy Pups says Cat and Jack. I love the enthusiasm you guys have for each other. Cat says, let's go hit that like button. Let's go. Let's hit that like button. You guys are full of enthusiasm today. Here is Toy Pups says we love you more. Here's my statement for the day. I haven't done much, but much has been accomplished. So is the wisdom of the Taoist Cat and Jack. Hey, Sebastian. Everything we do is a big deal. It's still working towards bigger accomplishments. I like that. I'm sleepy too. Oh, hi, Sleepy. I thought you were saying I'm sleepy. Hi, Sleepy. I'm Goofy. Nice to meet you. You are pretty goofy. I believe it's right in your description of your channel. That's right up front. She's right up front about it. She does not hide her goofiness. Sebastian says, "Good evening, Yogi. I like the picture. I googled that endurance shot along the canal. Oh, nice. What do you think? Does it make you want to do it? I'll come out of retirement and do it with you if you want. I have no trouble doing another 100-mile race, but I don't want to train for another 100-mile race. Not that I didn't love the training when I was doing it, but I'm moving in a diametrically opposing direction right now. I'm regaining my kettlebell mojo. Not to mention, I'm going to tell you the truth. I told this to Cat and Jack. Zero sympathy. This is what sucks about being 60. I can sum it up. We got some love from Toy Pups. Hey, Wilson. Wilson says, yo, got some good news. I left my foster mom and now living with my girlfriend and her aunt, who is a retired doctor. That is good news. Hey, awesome. Congratulations, Wilson. Yes, I think. I've hiked lots and lots of sections of it, and I absolutely love it. And it's been a dream of mine. I'm actually Facebook friends with the world record holder, the fastest, actually several. They're broken in succession of the fastest known time. If it was me, I wouldn't go for a fastest known time, but I couldn't go for the fastest known time. Even in my prime, I wasn't that good of a runner to do that. Mostly people hike it. I actually met Jennifer Farr Davis. She said, oddly enough, the ones who seem to be best, women. Anyway, I wouldn't want to go with that fast because more than likely, you're only going to do it once, right? Some people do it more. I used to think I'd be an Appalachian Trail bum, meaning that I would just hike up to Maine, turn around, hike back, get to Georgia, turn around, hike back, and just continuously do that until I couldn't do it anymore, and then just find a place to sit. I wouldn't want to do it super fast, but I wouldn't want to do it super slow. If that makes sense. Wilson says I had a health test last week and got my test back. It's a C. I'm not sure I fully understand, but if it's good news, congratulations. If it's bad news, my prayers, my friend. Hi, Karen. Karen says, "Hi, Sebastian. How are you today?" So this is what sucks about being 60. I strained a butt muscle running away from a goose this morning. True story. Kat says, "Some people dream that they could be a person who hiked the trail." That's true. This is true. And you know what? I think of it more as a dream than I do as an accomplishment. Like having it on your list of accomplishments and then check, did this, did this, did this. Um, Something to be savored all that time on there. Appalachian Mountains are some of the oldest mountains in the world. They're not the biggest because they're worn down. Once they were bigger than the Himalayan mountains. Wilson says, "So my girlfriend is a teen mom and was dumped by ex, so I'm like a teen stepdad too, uh, to her child." Well, hey, you've been through a lot, so you'll be able to pass that experience down. You'll be able to be a very caring stepfather. I want to clarify something, by the way. I was not technically running from a goose. Sebastian says, "Vebs, you're a nice person. Life is hard. Be kind and caring, and I know you will." Awesome message, Sebastian. I was on the search for my beaver friend, which I saw, by the way, and I was his signature on the trail, on the path, and there was a goose family, all the little goslings, all the little geese, baby geese, milling around, and I thought it was very narrow. "Hey, William," and I'm thinking, "How do I get through?" And as soon as I started taking a couple steps, two or three of the geese started hissing at me. You ever had a goose hiss at you before? Want nothing to do with that. Also, I know there are hormones in the uproar. They want to protect the kids. So I didn't want to cause any stress to the geese, but I need to get by. I thought about turning around. I've turned around before. I've added miles to 30-mile training runs before just to avoid stressing out geese. But up ahead was beavers, maybe a fox. I knew there might be some deer out, so I needed to get by. I appreciate that, Bill. Just saying a quick hello. Thank you so much, Bill. So I decided what I was going to do. There was about this much space, about this much space. Sorry, about that much space, and I thought if I sprint through it very fast, it'll be like they won't be able to really get stressed out because they'll see me just go right through, and I'll be gone before they even realize. So I head through, and I hear this hiss right behind me, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm either going to get bitten or causing them some stress. I need to double time it, and I head through the little snap in my left butt cheek, and I've been limping ever since. So yes, officially, I strained a butt muscle running from geese. This is why it sucks to be 60. In my prime, I never would have strained a butt muscle running from geese. Let's see. Sebastian says, "Hey, toy pups and William." And Cat says, "The kindest man I ever met was my stepfather. He fell in love not only with my mother, but more in love with her kids, that he was saving grace for some kids who needed it." Nice, Cat. Um, I mentioned being a caregiver. I mentioned being a caregiver for both my parents often. I don't mention that often being a stepfather. Being a stepfather, um, one of the most rewarding things ever. And I went from being, the fun, supportive, but fun stepdad to having to be both more or less mother and father. when Mocha went to war. I mean, obviously, I didn't take Mocha's place, but she was in Iraq. I had to be there for everything. She was starting high school. She was very shy, sensitive. Um, she was a very shy, sensitive, artistic young lady. Um, and it was hard for her. Worried about her mom, worried about school, grades, getting picked on. Um, but yeah, being a step parent, it's an awesome job, an awesome responsibility, and it should never end. Should never end. Milk and I divorced. I stayed a stepfather. Milk and I are in separate places in our lives right now. I stay a stepfather. I will always, I will always be a stepfather. Sebastian says it takes a special kind of person to take responsibility of a stepchild and raise them well. Biggest accomplishment to them is the comment you just left, William. Let's see, Sebastian. Oops, I read that. Hey, Hamada, how are you? Seppi says we should all be step parents to every child. You know, some people make fun of the book title that it takes a village. Yeah, to pick on the author, whatever. I'm not interested in any of that. What I'm interested in is that title. It does take a village. We should all have extended. We should all be extended family. Be willing to, hey, butt files. Be willing to step up and step in as needed to support of anyone, elderly, a child, anyone in need, neighbor. Little acts of kindness. Bessie says, Yogi, are you and Milk still good friends? It's a long and difficult story. I'll be honest with you. I I don't know. If you'd asked me several months ago, we were partners. Now, first time ever, uh, we are not partners, and it's a painful time. It's one thing, you know, we've gone back and forth in what we are, but we've always stayed partners. And now that that's gone, it's left me adrift a bit. Um, so no, actually, Sebastian, here's the thing. For me, nothing's off limits because, hey, you guys remember what Gandhi said? Um, my life is my message. Hey, Sal. When Gandhi was asked, when he was released from one of his many prison stays, not that Gandhi was a criminal. He was not a gangster, by the way. Um, but he was released from prison, demonstrating. And hey, Willow, he was asked when he was released by reporters, "Do you have a message for the world?" And he said very simply, "Hey, Reinhardt's, um, my life is my message." And that's it here on my channel. My channel is my message. And that means that I'm willing to talk about virtually anything if I think it's going to prove to be helpful to anyone. What's up, Toy Pups?
Hello.
Miss you too, my friend.
It was a long weekend in Canada. So we logged off for like a completely, I think it was 4 days, 3 days or 4 days. We kind of logged off and it's been cool. But I miss you guys. I thought come say hi.
I appreciate that. Hey, can you
Hi,
do me a
Bill.
favor?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab something. Can you entertain everyone?
Can I be commercial? Sure, I
Sure.
can.
All right, hold on one sec.
Yeah. Hi, Chad. It's Lover Toy Pups here. Lover Toy Pups score. How's everyone in chat doing today? Hi, Sebastian. Hi, Frilly. Hi, Scroll Sniper. Hi, Reinhardt's channel. How's everyone doing? Hi, Cat and Jack, my Pookie Nookie. Squirrel Snapper. Chill Sal. Hi. How are you guys? Life on random. How's everyone? Hi, I'm Lada Dream Girl. Hi, Sebastian Puppy Mommy. Hi, Butt Files. How are you? Hi, Gilbert. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Downey. William Downey. How are you guys? Puppy Mommy's here to answer any questions. If anybody has any YouTube questions, I'm here to answer any questions. Came to say hi to the yogi, show her support. We love you guys. You guys are just talking to each other. Oh my god, let me sing you a song. You are my sunshines. Can you pay attention? Can you pay attention when I am doing commercials? Yogi's back, guys. You're lucky.
Hey, I heard what you were saying. Thank you for saying hi to everyone. I even think that you said hi to people who aren't even in the room any longer.
Yeah, they were here earlier. I was like, yeah, let me say hi to everybody.
I think you said hi to people who haven't even showed up yet. You might have said hi to people who aren't even born yet.
Oh my
You're
god,
just
you
saying
know
hi
me.
to
I know. I
everyone.
have to say hi to everybody. I have to say hi to everybody. You're awesome, Reinhardt's channel. You guys are amazing. Hi, V. Wilson. You're back? Okay, that's good. You're helping your girlfriend with her 12-month-old child? Ah, what an amazing person you are. That's awesome.
I agree. I want to say something to Sebastian. He says he feels a connection with says Yogi, I feel a connection more with you than my own family. Is that a strange thing to type? It is not, because I understand that completely.
Yeah.
Hey, but I heard you say hi, and I heard you say you answer any questions. If you don't mind, can I steal your time and attention for however long you want?
No. I'm just joking. Of course you
You want?
can. I always wanted to say that. No. And mean it. No,
You,
you can't.
you said
But
it
I
so
mean
well.
it.
I was a
I
little
know,
scared.
but I never
Did
mean it.
did did you see me jump when you did that? I was like,
No. You're like, what? I thought you said no. I said no.
let's stick with that. Does anyone have any questions for Toy Pops on YouTube? On
Anything. Like, no question is a silly question. Oh, I have a question for you, Yogi. Like,
what's
did
that?
you do stickers or something?
I did not do stickers. Why?
I see a crown with like number 2, a crown with number
Oh,
3.
yeah. I don't know how that got started. It's a new thing on YouTube, a community thing where people who chat the most get like a crown with their like the number 3. Um, and
I like that. It's like, oh my God, are you serious?
yeah, I knew you would like it. I absolutely knew you would.
And I'm just learning this now through the yogi, who, guys, I always tell the yogi new stuff, but yogi's teaching me something right now.
Well, I
That's
didn't know.
pretty cool.
Cat's the one who taught me about it. I didn't know. I was like, why is this happening?
Oh,
Um,
it was just started happening
yesterday. Yep.
yesterday. Okay,
Cat Cat was like, calm down. It's okay. Don't panic.
okay. Yeah, way to go, Kat. That's pretty awesome. So it's just you're more active subscribers. They're active in your live streams. They're there all the time. They're the ones that would get those little crowns, I guess, right?
Yep. Here's what William says. It's a community point system to drive engagements. You can boost the X.
Fiery you get by gifting subs or sending super chat. Oh, you can extend it.
What do you
I
mean extend?
So I guess if that channel does super chat or does a membership or something, it'll keep them at that like level number 2, number 3. Is that what you mean?
Oh,
Addition to normal chats, sending super chat.
experience. Oh, you boost the experience you get by gifting subs or sending super chats in addition to normal chats.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. But that I just add that to the list.
Neither do I. We're
I
such a
add
great
that to the
team.
list of things I don't understand.
Love it. I love it when we can bounce off and we're both like, yeah, let's just drop it. Neither of us understands it. Just
Nope.
let YouTube do its thing. It gives you more experience if you gift a sub or a super chat. You can again experience from regularly chatting though. Oh, so you mean like someone that does super chats or they might get that crown, but it could be a person who chats all the time but doesn't do a super chat. They can also earn that crown. I like it. Oh, I like it a lot.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so those like subscribers that they come on and they support you, but they might not be able to do a super chat or something. Like they
Okay.
don't
Hey,
have to
that's nice.
because now they get acknowledged. YouTube is acknowledging them. They're like, yeah, but you got a crown number one, crown number two. Kandak has got crown number one. Super, super, super top probably gets the most. Oh, the people who does like more super chats, they will get the crowns, is what you're saying.
Right.
Oh, it's kind of cool and it's kind of got a lot of pros, and I can see a lot of cons already with it.
So, what are the cons?
Well, the cons are like,
Sorry.
well, the cons aren't really cons, but can be if you're not a competitive soul, right? If you don't have that bone, it could kind of be like, I have to figure out how to word it properly because it can kind of be like where people are competing with each other to get a
Right.
higher crown or a higher number, which isn't good competition. You know what I mean? Trying to up the other guy, but in that kind of a way to be acknowledged, not for acknowledgement. Competition is never good when you're trying to be acknowledged or be noticed or something like this. I don't think that's good competition. I
Right.
think competition where you're driving each other is good, but that's like a little con right now. But I mean, it's just what I from hearing all of that is what I'm seeing, but I think there's going to be a lot of pros with it. I like it.
Okay.
I think it's good.
Maddie says you're all the best. Gives us a thumbs up. Maddie, I really hope you include yourself in that because my experience with Maddie, no F's, no frills, no mercy, is he's the best of the best. The kindest, warmest heart. Him and Chloe, just amazingly so.
Yeah, they're both amazing. I'm here over here, guys, because I have a rabbit living in the yard.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's the first time I ever saw a rabbit burrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I felt almost like a little bit yogi-ish when I was like, "Oh my god, let's capture this rabbit. Let me get a good visual. Let me like I was like trying to think yogi, like don't interrupt nature. Don't go too close. Let the rabbit come to you. You don't go to the rabbit."
Perfect.
Yeah, that was
Perfect.
all yogi stuff there I just did. I was like, the
You
rabbit
know what?
sat there and let me look at it for so long.
You saying all that makes me feel like I should just retire now. I've accomplished. I've
I'm the
accomplished.
next yogi in training, guys. I'm in training. I'm coming, but I'm not a demure yogi. You know what I mean?
Hey,
We
Rachel.
need we need a demure yogi. We don't need a lover toy pups yogi. She's gonna
We
be
need.
like trigger you and then calm you down.
We need every type of yogi. I like that description. Toy pups is going to trigger you, and then it's okay.
Yeah, then I'll calm you down. First, I'm gonna get you all hyper and triggered, and I'll be like, guys, let's do breath work now, and let's go to sleep. That would be so funny. Anybody has any question for Toy Pops?
Yep.
I'm feeling very inspirational today. Like I feel like I have lots to offer. If anybody has any, like if you're trying to grow a channel, if you're like, I don't know where this is going, what can I do with this? Any questions is a good question. No question is a bad question.
I agree. Maddie said, "No, he's just a normal guy, Mr. Yogi." But you know what? That's what every normal guy should be.
Yeah.
That kind, that caring, but also having that uh, aura of strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a strong guy. And he's such a giving person. Maddie and Chloe, they're like, I feel like the more you give, the more you're going to get back. And even though it seems like life throws you hurdles, like, I mean, his farm and everything, life throws you like the biggest hurdles and the worstest times. But guess what? Because you can handle it. That's why. And you're going to handle it. And then you're going to show us how you did it. And then we're going to learn a
Exactly.
thing or two from you. Hi, Just One Sue. How
Hey,
are
Sue.
you?
Sebastian says, I like voting for my secret admirer. Is this someone who's who admires you secretly that you know of, or someone that you are secretly admiring now?
Yeah. Is it someone that you're secretly admiring or someone that's admiring you? Logie, I want to give a shout out to Kat and Jack because you guys did another co stream together, didn't you?
She popped up. She popped up and hung out
Yeah.
with me.
I was like, wow, what Cat and Jack, like you came like miles and bounds. Like the first live stream, I like to give feedback. I think the first live stream, Cat and Jack was a little bit kind of like shy. I was like, whoa, she can be shy. And then the second live stream, she's like, I'm not shy. Not me. Who said I was shy? And I'm gonna show you guys I'm not shy. It was so nice to see you come out of your little shell. It's so pretty. And you just shine like a diamond. Shine like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. She was shining. I love seeing your confidence just like phew is like beaming through the screen.
Hey,
So addictive.
you know what really touched me deeply, deeply, deeply when Kat came up? I didn't fully expect her to come up because I've asked her spontaneous before. Do you want to come up? And it was always, sort of no, like something that you need to be prepared for, and I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
And I forget what our conversation was about, and I said, "Kat, do you want to come up?" And she popped up, and I said, "Wow, I'm surprised,
You did it so
happy."
easy.
And
Oh my god. Thank
she
you,
said,
Billy.
Kat said, "You asked." It was that simple.
Aww.
Isn't that like an amazing thing to say?
Yeah, you just asked it. I said yeah, and she didn't put no thought to it.
No, it was
Smile,
just,
the sun shall always rise after darkness. Each day starts afresh and banish the rest. Wow, that's such a gorgeous message.
hey, I've mentioned this before.
Oh, that's a nice message.
I know you love the message in the super chat. But
Yeah.
here's the big thing with toy pups and super chats. She wants a nice or something that'll make her laugh. She wants to use
The
that, use the message, send a message. And
message is what's important because anybody can give anybody money, you know, and support the money. But then it's sometimes money. It's like it's not that it's not nice and you don't appreciate it. But when the little message inside there, it's not about the money anymore. It's about the love that comes with that money. Like I never see the money value except I want to know if it's pounds or dollars or what country is that coming from. But honestly, the message to me when I come off the live stream, I'm not remembering, oh my God, it was like this much or that much. I'm like remembering, oh, they actually like me, you know? Because that
um,
little message means so much. I take that message with me everywhere I go.
and Maddie takes full advantage of that. He
Yeah.
always leaves um, a very poetic or an extremely
Yeah.
kind,
Yeah.
some type of acknowledgement of like why he's leaving the super chat.
It's
Um,
always mindful and meaningful.
yes, exactly, 100%.
Yeah, it's always mindful and meaningful. And that's the best part about a super chat. That's the support right there. It's not just a monetary value. It's he's giving you a piece of his heart with that. And that's the best part about super chats. If you use it correctly, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like it can benefit both parties. It makes the person who's receiving it actually smile and feel good in their heart. And the person that's giving it, I bet you it's that same feeling they get back in return when you acknowledge the super chat. It's so beautiful.
um, let me add something here to William, who said he's laughing. Guess that minus is what I have given. I didn't do any of that. Oh well. William, you
No.
you give with your heart as well, my friend. Um, and that means everything.
No, it's not, William. No, it's not that. But it's like, okay, if something goes on set, then you will never know, right? But now you know, right? It's that we can't do anything about the past. And it's not that it wasn't appreciated. I'm pretty sure the yogi, he doesn't see money. He's like, trust me, guys. I work with the yogi. We work as a team, side by side. Yogi is a very spiritual person. I'm more of like, what would you say, Yogi? I'm more like, I'm spiritual too, but
Mhm.
I like, we're on a platform here. We're doing a job. Let's just do the job, right?
Right.
I'm more analytic that way. I think something like that.
And
Um,
business, you have your
business
mind
wise,
right.
yeah. So I forgot my train of thought. I feel like people think money, 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 and it's not about the money. Even though the money part's important, it's the everything else is important.
I need to add something to William. I don't know if you remember a message that you put in a super chat last night where you said, "Thank you, Yogi. You are my rock." How
What do you
meaningful!
mean you never put a message before if you did one last night?
That was awesome. Uh,
Yeah.
a very it's one of those William. It's one of those things that I will keep with me whenever I wonder um, if what I'm doing is meaningful in any way. Is it helping anyone? Is it reaching anyone? Is it, do you know what I mean? Is it making a difference? And I
And
have a mess.
remember, at the end of the day, this is Yogi's livelihood. He comes on here 3 times a day. He offers us nothing but love, nothing but healing. Like, for he helps us to heal. Like, what a magical thing. And why not support him when this is where he's going to make his livelihood? You know, the
Um,
message just makes it that much more special.
One thing I want to add to that is one of the major tenets of A Course in Miracles is you teach what you most need to learn. So everything that I'm like attempting to do is because I need to cement it in my life that um, you know, I'm just someone who's trying. I'm just someone who's trying to be sincere in every single aspect of my life. Um, so, again, I'm teaching what I most need to learn. I teach forgiveness because I most need to learn forgiveness. I teach kindness because I most need to learn kindness. Um, so it's
And
an important.
everything that you give, William, it's appreciated. Everything, even if you didn't put a message in it, right? But it's moving forward, kind of thing. It's kind of like it's just that the super chat, it gives you a little spot that you can write a message, right?
Right.
We're just letting you know that hey, you can do that if you choose to do it. If you choose not to do it, it doesn't mean that it's not appreciated. It's still appreciated. And we
So
love you, William, for supporting the yogi. Thank you
I,
so much for
I
giving
was
without having any expectations.
I was just gonna add that as well. That regardless of anything, William, I absolutely love you. You've been a friend for over a year now, and I have the great privilege, and I mentioned this last night, of talking to you off of YouTube as well. And I've had the even greater privilege of watching you make some major breakthroughs uh, in your life, and where you light up like a brilliant lamp, and it's amazing to see, and it's amazing to be part of. So thank you for that opportunity, Roy.
And guys, let me make it clear. The yogi, this is not, this is Toy Pops, right? Here to support the yogi. Yogi does not, he's a very spiritual person. It's a battle every single time when we have to talk business. But I'm on here and I specifically said, like, guys, I'm here just to talk about YouTube. If you have any questions about YouTube, this is not a reflection on the yogi, okay? Not a reflection on the yogi. This is just business, just YouTube. So if anybody wants help learning, because that's a So YouTube gives you goals, right? You can get 3,000 hours, then 4,000 hours. When you reach those hours, you're monetized. I'm just here to say, hey, how do we use that monetization properly? How do we
Right.
use every step along the way that it will benefit not just you, but the subscriber as well? Hi, Half Empty. Hi, Jason Phelps.
Hey, Jason. Half Empty says Yogi got my attention last week with the poem about the flower. Was it the one about dreaming? Because I might have read a couple about flowers last week. Always happy to read it again. Speaking of Jason Phelps, love to get Jason Phelps monetized.
He is amazing. He's
He
the
is.
cowboy singer. Cowboy sing. No, he's a country singer. He's a country singer. He sings so good.
Yes, I need data. I'm using Wi-Fi right now. Okay. So I guess nobody has any questions, but just know that my service is here if anybody needs it. I'm not gonna take up any more of the Yogi's time. I appreciate you, Yogi. You're like the best.
I appreciate you.
And if
Um,
anybody has any questions, feel free to connect, and I will be happy to answer.
yep. Are you willing to work with anyone if they want to grow their channel?
Yeah, all you gotta do is ask. I'm here for it, guys. YouTube is a passion, it's a hobby for me, and I have so many not enough for I'd rather give to other people and watch other people grow because I feel other people will benefit. They're working towards wanting to make a livelihood with this, and it's there, it's to be made. How do we do it? I can help you. Let's make some money. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
yep. So Jason, reach out to Toy Pops because both Toy Pops and I have said often, you need to be monetized. You're so funny. You got great jokes.
Yeah, so much personality, so outgoing. And listen, anybody can do it. Um, you just got to know what to do and how to do it. And I know what to do and how to do it. And all you got to do, guys, listen, what do I want out in return? I want to see you guys be successful because if you are successful, then one day I'm going to be able to be successful too. But I need to see you guys be successful first. It's like a story I'm writing. And this is the way it has to play out. You guys have to be successful first. So if you're not successful, I won't be successful. So guess what? I'm going to make sure that you're successful at whatever
So
it is that you put your mind and you want to do. Trust me, guys. I can do it.
so
Yogi,
could we?
tell them I can do it. I can do it, guys.
You can do it, and we have
I
someone else
can.
here who says that you can do it, and that would be a Nature Guys here.
Yeah,
Um,
Nature Guy, tell them we're doing it, right, Nature?
would
Nature
it
is my
be
next.
would it
He's
be
like,
wrong for me to say, Toy Pops? Would it be wrong for me to say uh, that you would measure your success by how successful you help other people?
yes, 100%. I'm not successful if I don't help you to be successful. If I'm saying I can do this, I'm not all talk, I'm action too. I'm not all talk, I'm action too. And all you got to do is reach out and say, Toy Pops, I need some help. Can you help me? And I'm like on you like white on rice. I'm green on grass. I'm on you like that. And you can't escape me. But this means you got to be hungry for it too. Nature
Yep.
Guy says, we're doing amazing. It's right now. She's an amazing mentor. I'm a confidence builder. That's what I am. I'm a motivational motivator. That's what I
Agreed.
am. And I
I
just
do
want to
agree.
give all of that energy to somebody else who wants it, right? Who wants to be successful. And you just to keep doing what you're doing. And I'll tell you, we'll tweak things together. Listen, it's not me even telling you anything. It's us always working together. And you're going to come up with your own ideas, and I'm going to help you to make that a reality. Your dreams a reality because it's there to be had.
And you already have an effect because Jason just said, y'all make me want to do this. Thanks, fam.
As I'm a confidence builder, I'm a motivator, motivational motivator.
Hey, Mohammed.
And all I got to do is chat with you for a little bit. And I'm not going to say anything that's not true. I'm not going to say anything that's not real, that's not factual, that's not in your mind already. I'm just going to make you want to work towards those things that you see for yourself. And I can do it. I believe in myself so much. I might sound cocky. I might sound some of the bad words. None of those things. I just believe in myself.
Hi,
And I
Tandra.
want you to believe in yourself as well. Hi, Tandra. Hi, Abigail Carpenter.
Hey, Abigail. Nature says that's her specialty. She motivates. Yep.
Motivate. And he's that's the first thing he said to me. I feel like I can do this. And I'm like, because you can. You can. It's in you. Everything is in you. I'm just here to motivate and inspire. And I know I got that in me because I believe in me. I know I can do those things. So I'm not just talking. I'm here to help if anybody wants help. I love you guys, Yogi. I have to take off because construction people are here.
Right. Well, thank you, Toy Pups, for coming up.
You're welcome. I love you guys. I hope
We love you
everybody
too.
has a great day.
Thanks.
And
Bye.
congratulations again to Yogi. Congratulations to you. You're doing amazing.
Thank you so much. Jason says, please help me, friends, with pointers. Or help. I'll do whatever it takes. Hey, so reach out. Leave a comment on one of Toy Pups' videos, one of her live streams. Show up on one of her live streams. She's doing a live stream later today. And reach out and ask. Just ask for help, ask for advice. Man, I'm the worst student in the world because, or maybe I'm the easiest student in the world. I don't know which it is. I don't really do anything technical. I don't edit anything. I don't do anything but show up. If someone says, "What's your YouTube channel about?" It would be, well, I show up every day. I show up 3 times a day. Occasionally even 4 times a day. That's it. I'm gonna show up and talk to you guys channel. So man, if Toy Pops can reach out and want to help me, that's pretty amazing. Jason says, Sebastian, you're the best. Sebastian is the best. Hey, MK.
Good day, mate. Unfortunately, I don't have my hat right now next to me to pull my hat for you, but Dandy in the house.
Nice. Hey, I'm going to answer a question real quick. Half Empty
No.
says, you work on forgiveness. Why is the hardest thing to forgive yourself? It's a great question because we are the most intimate with ourselves and we are left alone with ourselves. We're left alone with our thoughts. We're left alone with our feelings and the darkness of the night. When no one else is around, there's no one else to truly blame. There's no one else to accept responsibility. Every single failure weighs so heavy on the heart that we find it impossible to forgive ourselves. However, to truly forgive another, we have to forgive ourselves. In order to forgive ourselves, we have to forgive others because there's no separation between, in the heart space that we all share, there's no separation between us. So when you realize how much pain you're causing yourself that you don't deserve Half Empty, you don't deserve any of that pain that you place upon yourself or any blame that you accept from other people. You don't deserve any guilt. You don't deserve any shame whatsoever. So it's a work of a lifetime, but it can happen in an instant.
It really is. Has anyone ever told you you're awesome, Yogi? And you are a great teacher, even though you would never admit it yourself.
Thank you
Which
so
is
much.
actually just proving what you just said.
Hey, MK, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Right.
Your own journey.
Yes.
What? I know you've been through some stuff.
Yeah. Way too
How's
much to. Yeah.
Without having I don't want you to go into great depth because I know a lot of it might be personal, but how do you get here? how did MK get here?
Here in terms of staying alive, or
Not just staying
Here?
alive, but
okay, in terms
staying
of
alive and being MK, where you want to help other people, where you're
Oh.
literally saying, "Hey guys, if Yogi's asleep, come onto my live stream or reach out to me, and I'll do breath work with you." Where you've reached out to me on Messenger and say,
Wow.
"Hey, can I run some questions so I can help people better?" How did you get to be MK?
well, probably a lot of it would be due to my parents, obviously, but specifically, well, I I have been through a lot, and in the last 4 or 5 years, maybe, I did have some people who helped me quite a bit, and there's also been times when it had to be someone I don't know personally, someone I didn't know too well, and who wasn't from my social circle, like, so I could just talk with someone, and I wouldn't have to then bring it wouldn't be brought up again every time I was meeting some of the people that I knew in real life. And times when I was so close to ending my life, and even though when I had already sworn myself not to, that having someone to reach out to got me off the edge, and that I even stopped on. I wanted to die. Well, wanted to die and was willing to do it and tried many times for 10 years of my life. And funny enough, at least to them, and maybe still now, is a person who I cared most about in my life passed away, and after it, ending my own life would have felt like spitting on that person's grave, because I knew it would have been the last thing she would have wanted me to do. So I've had to find ways to accept that I'm stuck here for now and trying to make the best out of it. I mean, I always try to make the best out of the time I have, even if I was maybe not going to have, even if the next day I might not be alive anymore. Still, why I never wanted to suffer. I just wanted the suffering to end somehow.
Right. You are an
Yeah.
amazingly empathetic person.
Thank you.
And compassionate. You know how I know how compassionate you are? You go fishing with your cat, which is an amazingly awesome thing to do. Maddie says, please never give up.
I'll try.
We got you back, MK. We got you back.
There's my fishing cat. Well, she's more interested in the fishing baits, like, for example, a rubber frog. She was staring at the bait while I was reeling it in, and ready to pounce, wagging her tail at that. That was pretty funny. Thank you, Sebastian.
Muhammad says, please stay strong forever. Absolutely, Muhammad. Love you, my friend.
And well, if you want to, I actually have a song for anyone who needs it, especially someone who might hear it, that I could sing now.
Sure.
I think sums it up well. So of course I'm gonna not do it. It's called "Trust Me, Mate" by Dean Lewis, and of course I'm not gonna play the music, but I'm gonna listen to it on headphones. Okay. Putting up your cigarettes, putting it up to your lips, you look away, and you do with all your friends. When they seemed full of clothes, curtains closed, and windows closed, with the person that I loved turned into someone I don't know. There's a light down from your eyes. This is how the world's not as bright, and there's another high. And something rain inside your voice. Rain to drown it out. With anything to fill the void. We made you've got this. You always were the strongest. I don't want to promise that this won't hurt. Lying in the bathroom, we almost thought we lost you. There's another pain only makes it worse. Than giving up on you. In time to have to talk to them both what's the door. They deny there's anything you had in mind or answer for. Everyone in my place. I get the fuck out of my face. I wanna leave up so easy, cause I know you do the same. So trust me, mate, you've got this. You always were the strongest, and I'm not gonna promise that this won't hurt. We're lying in the bathroom, we almost thought we lost you. Trying to numb the pain only makes it worse. Makes it worse. Before it gets better, maybe late to fall. Cause I won't let you. It's worse. Before it gets better, don't be afraid to fall. Don't trust me, mate, you've got this. You always were the strongest, but I'm not gonna promise that this won't hurt. Going in the bathroom, we almost thought we lost you. Trying to numb the pain only makes it worse. I'm not giving up on you. 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 I could imagine there's a few people here who might sometimes need to hear that.
Agreed. Hey, sometime, if you could send me the link to that song, I'd like to hear the music to it as well.
Sure, I will.
Abigail says,
Do you have
awesome song.
Spotify, or should I send a YouTube link?
You could send a YouTube link, please, if you don't mind.
Okay. Oh.
So the only time MK
Yeah.
has ever come up on the live stream has been to reach out to other people or to put a smile on someone's face. Today you did both. Thank you for that.
I'm just trying.
Maddie says, mate, I've been going through a tough time. That was special, mate.
Yeah. You're welcome, mate. Mate, Maddie. I think a lot of us are, honestly.
Let's see. Abigail says, awesome vote. The thing is,
Yeah.
you're so entirely sincere when you say that you're not giving up on someone. It's felt. It's believed, and we know it for sure.
Where
Hey,
I
Jace.
copy the link.
Jace says, greetings, I'm late. That's okay.
Okay, I'm sending it to you right now, Yogi.
Thanks, MK.
That's
Appreciate that.
it is an animated lyrics video. There is, I think, an official music video which I haven't even watched, but there you can also see all the lyrics. So that should be nice. And yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Just let me know if you got time, if
Yeah,
you want to pop up and say hi.
Yes, Jay is also like to sing. We all know that, and he's definitely good at putting smiles on people's faces.
Jace likes to sing. I'm not sure I've ever heard him do a song before.
But he's not as good as a singer as you, Yogi.
Well, that's an exaggeration, but I appreciate hearing that.
No, You're definitely great at putting a smile on some people's faces when you sing. Let's put it that way, Yuri.
But thank you, I appreciate it. The only reason I ever sing is to have people smile.
Well, it works.
It's definitely not to entertain because that ain't gonna happen. Everyone knows that.
I'm sorry to hear that, V.
Let's see. Jay says, "Is Shirley here?" Yes, she was here earlier. Muhammad says, "When I hear the lyrics of this song, I see in you the strength and determination to continue, my dear friend. I feel proud that you are my friend."
Thank you. Well, I hope I can help others to
You
do
do.
the same.
You already do. You live in your message. And that was something I mentioned earlier. You know, Gandhi released from prison and he was asked, "Do you have a message for the world?" And he said, "My life is my message." And you do that and you do it well.
Maybe not as well as some would think, but I'm trying.
That's the thing though. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be it's supposed to be what it is for you and how you are able to carry yourself through it. I almost said love because I'm learning to love myself through every situation, but
Yeah.
not all of us are there yet. I'm not there all the time. Sometimes the best I can do is just care for myself through a situation. And hopefully I come out through the other end and it turns to love, but sometimes it doesn't start that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I can be a hard person to love myself. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, I know it all too well.
I wanted to read something from Maddie saying, "I'm 4 weeks sober, Friday, alcohol free, 24 cans of beer a day. For the last 20 years, the
Wow.
mountain has been difficult. I'm at the top now. Looking back, these lives help a lot." Hey, Maddie, I love talking about a life of sobriety. It's been 26 years for me without a drink. I spent an entire decade drunk and self-destructive, and worse, I was careless with my self-destructiveness, meaning that I endangered other people, and I couldn't justify it, so I punished myself worse, which just made me more out to endanger other people. It was a horrible cycle. I did not think it was at all possible to break it, and in an instant, literally in an instant, alcohol left my life and never came back. So it can happen, Maddie, and you got the people here who will support you every single step of the way.
Also, you, Maddie, feel free to reach out. Like, I think especially if you're getting sober, or you are sober now. I'm sure there's times when you feel like all you want to do, and especially is have another drink, and especially when you're not doing good, it might be very tempting. Maybe just having anyone to reach out to, maybe that's gonna help. And of course, also maybe some breath work, or maybe just someone to talk to might be enough to get you off the edge.
Yep, both. Breathwork and conversation going hand in hand. Meditation is a game-changing. I can't even. It's beyond game-changing. Everything in my life changed when I took meditation seriously. Everything. Bad habits fell away. Destructive habits fell away. My diet changed. Even my workouts changed. I went from attempting to be the biggest, strongest, most intimidating person that I could possibly be to shedding a lot of excess bulk to just be strong and fit. But none of that was planned. Everything just happened spontaneously, and it still does. And most importantly for me, that I always wanted to be a writer. and I would go long stretches of time without writing a single thing, which nothing makes an artist feel more worthless than when they can't do art. I started writing again after gaining that sobriety, and I have not missed a day of writing in 26 years. Again, every day.
Wow. Just wow.
Let's see. So I'm going to see if Jace wants to come up
Yeah.
because we're going to be live for, we hit that hour mark, so maybe 10 more
Right.
minutes or so.
Well, see you all soon, and I'll be in the chat.
Okay,
And
thank
feel
you.
free to reach out.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make sure that in this channel as well, Dandy the Gym, I also have an email in my description if I don't
Okay.
already. I know I have on my MK account, but yeah. See
Thank you, my
y'all
friend.
soon. Of course. Mama weird.
Now I'm a weird, my friend.
Mama weird.
Our official greeting of the Just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement live stream. Abigail says, I love you guys. Hey, Abigail, you want to know what worked for me? Definitely, Jace. Here's what worked for me, Abigail. I changed my diet completely. I was an avowed meat eater who wanted to be a vegan but didn't like vegetables. That is self-torture, by the way, to want to be a vegan but not be able to do it. Don't worry about taking anything out of your diet. Start eating good stuff. Don't try to get rid of junk food. Don't try to get rid of anything that you think you shouldn't be eating. Hey, Jace, start
Hello.
eating like 1 or 2 things that you know are good for you, and then add stuff in. Add stuff in. Before you know it, the bad stuff falls away by itself. No effort on your part. I'm going to read a comment real quick from Maddie. It says, congratulations, Yogi. I've had pancreatitis twice. I was told if I didn't quit, I wouldn't see my boy grow older. So for me, I'm done forever. Strong-willed like yourself, Yogi. Thanks. Hey, Maddie, I teach meditation professionally. It's supposed to be how I make my living. However, for the people who show up in the chats and the live streams who reach out for me, I don't charge a cent, and I will never charge a cent to anyone who approaches me and say, I'm going through a hard time. I've heard that meditation can help. I will teach it for free. Maddie, reach out if you would like to learn meditation. It's a great start, Abigail. Jace, my friend. How are you?
I need to teach you that.
You know it's not going to work. Look, I'm doing it perfectly.
Right. Bend your thumbs. Put your thumbs together.
I got it. I'm doing it perfectly. You just can't see it.
It's like. Oh, let's see. You got it.
Great.
Perfect.
Yep. I'm starting to
Look,
cramp up just doing that. I'm starting to cramp up.
because you're trying too hard. Relax, and it will come naturally. Okay. Somebody says about diet. Now, if you can start the diet thing from a nice early age, your likelihood of having trouble with other issues, whether they be drink, drugs, whatever, really going to be reduced. So this is a message for basically all the parents and all the younger people out there. If you can get yourself into a nice healthy diet and a good routine, what you'll find is your alcohol consumption, it'll be reduced because you eat healthily. You'll take care of yourself a little bit better. Your teeth will last a little bit longer. Your skin will look a little bit better. You'll feel a little bit better. And obviously, the longer that you have a healthy diet for and stay consistent with it, as I say, it will reduce down the times where you'll drink. You'll probably do exercise because you're eating healthily. Because you're eating healthily and you're doing exercise, you're going to sleep better. You're part of a nice little cycle. It's just called a healthy life cycle. And obviously, if you can keep control of everything, that's where you're going to succeed and make everything work. So diet, people say, how do I eat healthily? Think healthily, live healthily, be healthy. It's really simple.
Hey, I never asked you this before. What are your thoughts on intermittent fasting?
Yes, So it's been proven that fasting can do several different things. Reset is an awesome thing that people aren't aware of, even being in existence. So fasting, when you deprive your body of food and water and go for a period of time, it starts to go through transitions and changes. Chemicals get released just to make sure that you can continue functioning and you have that ability to be able to carry on. So it breaks down fats and breaks down certain tissues. It slows your metabolism. It changes different things. You get different reactions that take place within the brain. The brain goes into a different state. You start to feel different emotions and physical effects start to happen. It's really good for fat reduction and resetting the gut. Obviously, you've got a lot of different enzymes and different parts that work within the gut. Sometimes they get out of balance. It's where people struggle to process their food. It resets all that sort of thing. So look into fasting though. Make sure that you seek medical advice before doing any of those things. You've got to remember that you're putting your body through an exertion. And actually not eating means that it's going to use its own self to keep itself going. So as I say, different chemicals are released, different things happen within the body, and things change, processes change, flows change. So look into it, research it, and see if it is something that you might want to try. It is something I have thought about, and I have been doing a lot of research into it. And there's lots of different types of fasting as well. You don't just have to do a straight 72 hours with no food. I believe it's 72 hours is the duty time to make everything work.
Right.
The body gets rid of all its negative toxins and chemicals and stuff, starts to release good things, and all the resets and other things happen after that 72-hour period. There's a guy on YouTube, wears glasses, I can't remember his name, but he's the main diet guy who works with fasting. And he's, if you want to research or find anything, have a look at his information, really helpful. Right, I came to sing, and then I've got to go and work out with Dan.
Awesome.
So I hit a couple of low times in my life. One, after my motorbike crash, broke my neck, back and pelvis, lost lots of weight. Head went, body was no good. I was in a right bad state. The song came on the radio. I listened to the words, and I just gained instant motivation from it, an instant sense of, yes, that's me. And the words really do mean something special. And it's just that the end of the story is you never give up. You can't give up. It's within all of us just to keep going. Injured animals, you'll see an animal gets injured, doesn't stop, it just carries on. Whether it's got a wonky leg, whether it's got a dodgy arm, whether it's been bitten by something, animals just carry on. They don't moan, they don't complain. They just naturally push forwards. Right, the song then.
Shirley has a question.
What's Shirley saying? What song? I'll sing it for you now. Are we okay to sing the song without the music being played then?
Yep.
We are, okay.
Because if need be, I'll demonetize the channel, and I'd rather have you sing than anything else.
So it basically goes, help me, it's like the walls were caving in. Sometimes I felt like giving up. I just can't, it isn't in my blood. That's by Shawn Mendes. It's called Help Me. And as the song goes on, it basically gives you the message, never quit. You can never quit. No matter how bad things get, you can be right at the bottom. You can always fight your way back up. So there you go, guys and girls. That was just the first couple of bars of that song.
Jace, that was a beautiful message and beautifully sung. I know you got to head off to train with Dan. I had a question. If you ever thought about doing you know the transformation videos?
Yep.
You ever thought about editing like clip from your early videos to where you are now so people could see your own?
I'm still skinny. There's time. There's time. Be patient. It will come.
Here's the difference. You were skinny, now you're lean. Because
That's
you have
the
to
same
have,
as Skinner. We're going to have to have words, Mr. Yogi. I'm going to have to call you out at some point. It was bold a couple of days ago, and now it's Skinner. Look,
no. I said you were skinny, but now you're lean. You have
same
to
thing.
have you have to have muscles to be lean.
You know when you go and buy some lean meat from the butchers. Is that
Yep.
thin slither? That thin slither, that lean stuff.
That's who you are now.
So I want to be like a normal sausage, but guess what? I'm like a vacuum packed sausage.
You're getting there. Shirley says, "Stay lean, please."
Okay, I will try. Can you get a little bit bigger? I want to have just a little bit of chest, just a tiny little bit. Right, I must run. I must go and see Dan. We're working on these again.
All right, we'll see you over there.
I know it's not quite Friday yet, but let me squeeze it just a couple of times. Yeah, we're working on these little things.
I'd show mine off, but I'm wearing long sleeves and I just can't get it all the way.
You can't get
past.
yeah, I know. You just can't stretch it over. I actually cut my sleeves off. This was a long sleeve top, but I knew I was coming on, and I knew I'd be doing that. So it was like, cut it off quick. Right, much love to you all.
Love you, Jace.
On Dan's channel. Happy Tuesday, people. Middle of the week tomorrow. Don't forget to click those like buttons. Love you all. See you tomorrow.
Love you too. Thanks, Jace.
Bye.
We'll
Cheers,
see you
Eric.
over at Dan's.
Much love, bro.
Take care. All right. Skinny's on a nice word. You are slim when you are slim. Understood. Understood. I apologize for using that word because it can be a trigger for a lot of people. But you know what? Jace did not want to be there where he was. And he realized that and he put in the work. He put in the work. Rosie says, "Why you shave your beard? You know more twins." I think that's why he did it. So we're gonna end the live stream in just a minute. I want to thank everyone who came up. I want to thank Toy Pups for coming up and offering her help. People who reach out. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, reach out. I want to thank MK for coming up and sharing part of his journey with us. Beautiful song. And I want to thank our good friend, our brother, Jace, for coming up. He always just wants to make you laugh. He wants to make you smile. He wants to inspire. And he does it. He does it all in one shot, one clear shot. He covers it all. Our poet friend, Maddie, thank you so much. Guys, every single one of you, you're on my live stream. The reason why I show up 3 times a day is for you guys, for whatever that's worth, for whatever that is worth. And I'm happy to be here for you guys. Let me take that back. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Maddie says, "Thank you kindly, Yogi." Thank you, Maddie. Hey, and I mentioned before, if anyone has other forms of social media, if you want to reach out, I'm always, I teach meditation mainly through YouTube Messenger, and anywhere from, I can do it in one session. Traditionally, we do it in 3. I like getting people started meditating now, where they literally, by the end of our talk, they have their mantra and they are meditating. I teach primordial sound meditation. It is a profound practice. It's thousands of years old. It's a ancient yogic Vedic practice, and it is healing. Your primordial sound is your connection. It's who you are when everything else has been stripped away except for the most subtle vibration in existence. That's your primordial sound. That's what you meditate on. I will happy to teach anyone who wants to, as well as breath work, guys. With that, Footpup says breath work that the yogi teaches are life changing. Here's the thing I don't take for granted. I am a conduit. I'm a continuation of an ancient yogic lineage. I've been blessed with some amazing teachers. I wanted to learn how to teach breathwork. I knew how to do breath work. I've been doing it for 40 years. I didn't know how to teach it, but I wanted to. I mention this story all the time. After my father died, and it was his caregiver, his critical care, end of life caregiver. And yeah, I miss my dad tremendously. I still do. But I was lost because what does a caregiver do when the object that was receiving all of the care is no longer present? And it was almost, I could hear my father tell me, continue being the caregiver, but now you have everyone to care for. You have everyone. So I did 2 breathwork certifications. I finally got my 200-hour yoga certification. I became a primordial sound, a practice that I've had since 1996 or so. I became a certified instructor through the Chopra Foundation. Anyway, so that's what I want to do. I want to care. I want to be a caregiver for my sake, for your sake, for my dad's sake, because I miss my dad. So I love you guys. Take care.